Hello, everyone. This is Kia Kelly, marketing and TikTok strategist, where I teach female coaches and course creators how to use the TikTok platform to generate leads and ultimately make money. Let me hit go live here on Instagram. If you're watching this on the replay, just type hashtag replay in the comments. That lets me know you're watching this on the replay. We're using StreamYard and we're streaming on all social media platforms right now. And so anytime we do that, we have to just like make a little bit of adjustments with our screen when we're live here. So if you ever come on and watch me live and you see me like streaming where it is like full screen on StreamYard, then that usually means that I'm on Facebook. I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok all at the same time. And so we are streaming in all the places right now on this stream. And so we have to always make a little bit of adjustments when we log on. So I always like to see my TikTok on, this screen because I always like to know like what are any kind of new things that are happening on TikTok right now, especially as it pertains to live stream. So I'm getting switched over to that screen right there really quickly. But while you guys are here, if you guys could all just say hi, tell me what city, state, or country you're watching me in because I'm always fascinated. And thank you, Dr. Vanille. It is Valentine's Day. I did not wear pink or red. I wasn't thinking about it, but I did get my nails done yesterday. And there's some little red in there. I love love. I love Valentine's Day, all the things. I potentially, depending on how I feel. When I leave the office today, I may go and buy me some flowers because I'm like, how do I say this? So I like the Miley Cyrus line. I can buy myself flowers from the standpoint of like, yeah, I can literally go buy myself flowers. So I think I'm gonna go and buy myself some flowers today. So that way it's like, I don't know, because I always get flowers like each week or whatever. It's something new I started this year. And so I'm like, oh, it would be great to go and get like some extra flowers today just because it's Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I see some folks from North Carolina, Maryland, Houston. I love Houston. I see Florida, two folks from Florida actually. Hang on. Okay, let me get pulled up my stream from my phone here. And then I actually need to share this onto my into my Facebook into my Facebook group. Okay, so give me just 1 second because like for whatever reason right now, like when I'm streaming on all these platforms, for whatever reason, Streamyard is not letting me share into my it's not letting me share into my Facebook group, and it's been that way for some months now, and so I need to actually. Um, I need to actually contact StreamYard about that, but I just haven't. I just haven't done it. So hang on 1 second. I'm sharing this into my Facebook group. Okay. And then I'm making sure that we're live on my personal Facebook page. We are. Okay. So welcome everybody. I'm glad you guys are here with me today. We're talking from today's subject, which is do I have to go viral to sell products? Okay. Do I have to go viral to sell products? And I want you guys to do me a favor, okay? In the chat, I want y'all to tell me, no matter what, or how you're watching this, tell me in the chat what products that do you sell, okay? If you have like physical products, or if you are a coach or consultant, or if you have digital courses, or if you are the product because you are a content creator, tell me what is your product because anytime we're live together, you have the best experience if let me go back to TikTok. Sorry, you'll have the best experience watching if I am somehow able to like really tie it into you and what it is you do. Obviously, the more people that come in, the less like I can do that for everybody. But it really helps whenever I can see what everybody is doing. So I see little girl ruffle anklets. Sounds amazing coaching and networking, real estate loan selling, okay, women's clothing. What else? Anybody else? Obviously, I'm a coach and I teach people how to generate a lead, how to make money. And so when anybody hires me, I'm always teaching them, like helping them, first of all, get clear on what's their brand, what's their product, what's their offer, what's their funnel, and then what is their marketing strategy. So anytime you work with me, whether it's one on one or it's inside of my course, Monetize the Top, anytime you work with me, you're always going to get first making sure you're clear on your business, clear on your brand, clear on your offers, clear on your funnels and all that, and then marketing strategy. So that is what I always do every single time you work with me. So that's my thing. Okay, kids confidence building t-shirts, awesome. I love that. Okay, if you're just joining in, I'm asking everybody, what is it that they offer? What is it that you sell? So I can assist you with that. Okay, let me plug up my mouse. I came in this morning and my mouse wouldn't work. But you know, you have like I bought this iMac not maybe 6 7 months ago, and so you have to charge your mouse. And you have to charge your keyboard. And this morning I was like, my mouse isn't working. Oh, it's probably dead. So I went ahead. I was like, let me just charge this while I'm here talking. Okay. All right. So let's have a little conversation. You sell services. Okay. So let's have a little conversation about going viral and what that looks like, the plus and minuses of going viral. Okay. Now, if you guys have ever gone viral for your business or whatever, tell me what is a plus and a minus that you personally experienced when you went viral. So if you've ever gone viral, especially on TikTok, because that's what I teach, if you've ever gone viral on TikTok or just in general, and I want you to tell me what is a plus and a minus that you experienced with your business. Okay. Now, if you are live on TikTok right now, do me a favor as you're watching this, just tap the screen and give likes. When you tap the screen on TikTok, it counts as engagement. It's a very big deal for a live stream. Okay, that's why on TikTok you'll see the upper left hand corner, upper left hand corner, you'll see the likes increase. And so if you're watching this live, a way you can just help me with getting more people in is by tapping the screen and giving likes. Okay, I'm pointing this way on the screen that I'm looking here. So on TikTok, it's over here. So over here, if you tap the screen and give likes, one of the two. There it is. Okay, yeah. Y'all know what it is. Okay. All right. If anybody's ever gone viral, not really viral, but I got tons of exposure. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, for me, I have gone viral on TikTok for my business. And it was a video. I've gone viral. So one of the things was it was a video about making like $400,000 after going through divorce. I showcased my book in the video really quickly, and I experienced. Hold on, I see a freeze. Okay, I saw Instagram was freezing and then TikTok was freezing, but everything's back for me. Okay, all right. So I here's what I experienced. I got a lot of followers, right? It was just like boom. So many people followed my account, right? I got a lot of direct messages on Instagram, direct messages on TikTok, people finding my email address and messaging me everywhere. Anywhere that they could possibly message me, they were messaging me. I didn't get a whole lot on LinkedIn, but some people found me on LinkedIn and were sending me inbox messages on LinkedIn. We sold a lot of my books on my website, and we sold a lot of them on Amazon and on Audible and Kindle, which was a beautiful thing, right? So that was the beauty of what happened when we went viral. The downside of what happened when we went viral was that we gained a lot of followers of people who actually weren't our target audience, right? So we had thousands of people that followed us, and many of them wanted me to help them make money, right? Like, meaning they didn't have a product, they didn't have anything. They just wanted me to help them. They wanted me to and really for free. To be honest, like a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, help me make money, help me make money." And that's great that people want you to help them make money, but in order to help people make money, people have to invest money with me so I can, give them all of my years of experience. And this is what I do for work. And so I was very overwhelmed with the amount of people that were reaching out and the amount of times that I had to tell people, I'm sorry, I can't help you. You know what I mean? Or the amount of people that I had to say, here's how I help people. And I gave them a link to our services. And then the amount of people that came back and were like negative about that I was charging, or the people that would send me messages on my post about being a scammer and all this stuff. So there's a beautiful thing about going viral. Beautiful thing is that you reach an audience of people that you could not normally reach, right? Which is beautiful. And I am a fan of going viral. I'm like, that's not a strategy that I go like, let's just focus on going viral. No, but that is a great thing when that happens. But there's also the downside of what happens, which is reaching the wrong people, spam comments, people calling you a scammer or just whatever, or the amount of people who really want your help but can't afford it, right? And like, listen, I'm not, listen, how do I say this? Because people are like, oh, now you're making all this money, now you don't want to help the little people, right? So let me just talk about that really quickly since we're here. Okay, I hear that a lot. That people will say, now that you are this, and this, now you won't help the little people, right? But first of all, you should not be looking at yourself as little people. First of all, okay. Second of all, everybody starts somewhere. When I first started, hey, Kamanda, when I first started my business, I was charging like $25 an hour because that's what I was charging. And then over the years, my rate has increased, 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 increased. Now, the rate didn't just increase because I wanted it to increase, right? The rate increased because one, there's a demand, right? In terms of like, if I can't serve 10 people in a day, right? But I want to serve the people that I do work with each day extremely well, right? So let's just say that I take two one-on-one calls a day. I want to have so much availability that I can really dive into a person's business and really give them the best marketing plan that I can possibly give them because I had the time and the mental creative space to be able to do so. And in order to be able to do that, I'm coaching y'all right now, but in order to be able to do that, you have to make enough money per call, right? Let me explain. So if I had, let's just say I was $100 an hour and I worked with six people a day, that's $600 I could make in a day, right? But there's only so much time that I have to look at everybody's questionnaire, look at their content marketing strategy, look at their funnel. It's only so much time that I have to look into all those people's business and then give them, all the things. Plus 6 hours talking over and over and over again. I'm bound to get extremely tired by the time I get to that last call, which is what happened to me back in the day, right? However, now one on one for me, I am $750 for a 75-minute call. But what does a person get? And I'm like, I'm teaching, but what does a person get when they book a call with me? Well, first of all, I'm only doing one call a day, right? One call a day. And when a person books a call with me, our promise is to give them a detailed marketing plan for their business, right? But I dive into all their socials, I dive into their marketing funnels. What is their opt in? What is their promise? We opt into all their stuff to see what is happening, and we evaluate all of that before we ever get on the call with a person, right? But while we're doing all of that, this client also has a sea of questions that they're going to bring to us on this call. But we prepared all of this in advance. So when we get onto the call, now we're like, okay, my first question to them is, what are the top three things you need to get out of this call to make sure that it's a success for you? Right? Because sometimes it has changed since the time they fill out their form, right? And so we make sure we have that down. Then I lay out all the stuff that I have, right? With them asking questions as I'm laying it all out, right? And if not, if they still have questions at the end, then we answer them at the end, right? And so that one call we made 750 versus six calls to make $600, right? And so people get so much from me in that one call, right? So I'm saying this is not what today's subject is, but I'm saying this in an effort for you guys to just hear what I'm saying. What is going on? Okay, sorry. Like I had the notification from my Apple Watch that I hit my February challenge goal. Yes. Okay. So when people say that you can't help the little people anymore, it's not about that. It's about being able to help people even the more more with the time that they get with us, but also as a business call versus having to have so many calls, right? Because that's just what you want. So when I have found myself going viral and I have all of these people that want me to help them with their businesses, but they want to pay $50 for the call, I have to like, for me, I have to go, okay, does this make sense? Right. I have to say, two, is this my ideal client? Right. Because my ideal client is not just somebody who can afford to work with us. Our ideal client is someone who already has a business, right? Who already has some level of funnels set up. That way we have something to evaluate. right? It's already somebody who's using video marketing to build their business, but needs additional assistance with strategy for video marketing, right? Because the worst thing that we could do is work with someone who has never done anything on video. They don't have any confidence, they don't have a light, they don't have a tripod, they don't have any of that. That's painful for us because we're like, now we've got to go all the way back to the basics. There's nothing wrong with the basics, but the people that we're able to give the best strategies known to man have already started this process. They're like, okay, I'm here and I'm trying to get here, right? So one of the quote unquote downsides of going viral is you get in front of a lot of people, but a lot of times they aren't your people, right? Because listen, it's awesome to be able to sell like a t-shirt or whatever for $20 to 100 people. But what if your t-shirts were actually $600 and your ideal client is used to paying six, seven, $800 for a t-shirt, right? I know that sounds kind of crazy for a t-shirt, but that's a real business out there, right? And what if you're able to sell one t-shirt and that will, it's a lot of money, or you can sell 100 t-shirts at $600 versus trying to sell 600 shirts, right? It's just a different way of thinking and kind of doing things, right? Okay, but as it pertains to do you need to go viral in order to hold on, let me see. Y'all asking a bunch of questions. Okay, hold on. Let me just pause real quick. Hold on. I'm I'm going viral on TikTok and I'm having challenges with turning to customers. Okay. So if you're going viral on TikTok and you're having a hard time converting them into customers, then one of the things you have to ask yourself is what's happening with your funnel, right? Like, do you have a funnel in place to be able to capture the leads of people? You know what I mean? And when you're going viral, are you reaching your right people? Didn't know how to let me see. Yes, viral, one niche related was not one else. Yep. How much is it an hour? 750. Okay, yep. Let me see. I'm not in the basic category, but do you offer services for brand new startups with no experience? Unfortunately, no, I do not offer that because our number one person client is somebody who already has a business, has some products, and maybe a basic funnel or like no funnel at all, but a person is already making at least $50,000 a year in their business because like otherwise you wouldn't be able to get my best expertise because we would be going into the basic strategies of things. Now, I'm not opposed to it. It's just not an ideal situation. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? That's kind of like I was recently trying to get my hair blown out, like straight, and here in San Diego, and I was like reaching out to all these natural hairstylists, and they're like, "No, I don't do that. I don't do that." And I was like, they don't do that. I said, why do they do that? It's like, well, because in order for them to straighten my hair, it's going to take quite the process. They've got to wash, condition, they've got to heat protect it, then they've got to blow it out, then they've got to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And they're like, hey, each client, quote unquote, has a window of time with us so we can handle more people. But if we get this one person who's going to take this long, then or whatever. So I was kind of like, okay, well, I can't be offended by them that that's not what they offer. I just got to find somebody that actually offers it versus trying to change their business model and the way that they do things or whatever. If that, excuse me, if that makes sense. Hold on. Does that make sense, you guys? Okay, well, we're going to talk about do you need to go viral in order to have success? Okay, hold on. Okay, so again, going viral is cool. Going viral is awesome, and you can reach a lot of people. But do you need to do it to have success? No, you do not. No, you do not. If you're able to create a video on TikTok on a regular basis, and every single week you're able to get 100 new leads to your email list absolutely free, that is the goal. Y'all write that in the comments. The goal is to get 100 new leads per week plus, if you can, right? I'm just giving you a random number, right? The goal is to get like 100 brand new leads per month plus, if you can, right? Why is that? Because right now on Facebook, for us to get leads to our free offers, it's about $1.50, right, per lead, right? So if we want to get 100 leads, it's gonna cost us what is it, $200? I think it's $200. It's gonna cost us about $200 to get 100 leads, which is not a bad thing. We run ads, right? But if I'm able to run like create videos on TikTok and it reach all these people, and I'm able to get 100 leads every single week, absolutely free, then that is definitely what we are going to do, right? Don't get me wrong. We run ads. You guys are on Facebook, on Instagram. You guys see my ads. But I am intentionally like, okay, but I also want to get leads upon leads upon leads upon leads through organic marketing, through Instagram Reels, through TikTok marketing, right? Through Facebook Reels, through YouTube Shorts. That we still want to be able to do that. And going viral is cool, but most times videos don't go viral like that on a regular basis unless it's some sort of comedy or something else, like, right? So it's kind of like, I mean, we've all seen business videos that have gone viral. But okay, let's take a vote. Let's take a vote. The last video that you saw that was viral, was it a business video or something else? If it was a business video, type of one in the comments. If it was something else, type of two. The last video you saw that was viral, somebody may have sent it to you or you saw it on TikTok or somewhere. If it was a business video, type of one. If it was something else, type of two. For some reason, this necklace is all bunched up. Okay. If it was a business, if it was a business video, type of one. If it was something else, type of two. Okay, I see two so far. Okay, now the last video I saw that was viral was of a man screaming in the car with his wife. She got in the car and he just started screaming and screaming and screaming, and she was so scared, and he was just pranking her as if something was happening, but nothing was happening. It went viral, very funny, and I will definitely share it with somebody. This is really funny, right? But typically the videos that we're all seeing that as viral content are not necessarily business content. And that's okay. You know, it's okay because things go viral because people want to keep sharing, right? So you don't like, okay. I do want you to create content that is shareable. I do want you to create content that has viral potential, but I don't want you focusing so much on going viral that you don't actually focus on like how can I actually generate leads to my business, right? That's what I want you to focus on. How can I generate leads to my business, right? That's like, okay, whether you liked it or not or whatever, you know, we all know Rihanna did the Super Bowl halftime show or whatever, right? She knew that she could not do certain things because of how they do it. Super Bowl, I get it. And but what she did do was in the middle of her performance, she grabbed her Fenty, whatever the palette was, and she did this really quickly, handed it back. Very subtle, very subtle. But guess what? That okay. The moment of her doing this was not that's not the headline, right? From a business standpoint, right? The headline is over the last 2 days, the amount of searches of people looking for Rihanna beauty line increased by 833%. Y'all write that in the comments. 833%. Now, let me see. I want to do a quick search real quick. I did not search this before we came on live, but let's try to do a quick search. Listen, I got my fingers crossed. I am hoping that her team did this. I would think that they did because they are very smart business people. Is this mouse working? Hold on. I don't see the mouse. Oh no, it's dead. Like, I told you earlier that I had to like charge my mouse. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's connected. All right. We're gonna do a quick search for we're gonna do a quick search. All right, hang on. Let's type in Fenty Beauty.com. Is that what it is? Okay, all right, all right. Okay, let's do a quick screen share. All right, okay, let's see. So So let's open this up really quickly. All right. So I hope to God that they had a lead capture. All right, let's see. So you come to their website. No, I don't see anything, which is okay. So somebody tell me what is a perfect lead capture that they should have had on this website. Okay. I'm just gonna click around a little bit, but y'all tell me in the chat what is a good lead capture that they could have had on this website. Let's see, let's click on steal the spotlight. Okay, okay. All right, let's just click on fancybeauty.com, do anything pop up. What is something that they should have had on this website, you guys? This makes me very sad that it did not happen. Um, okay. All right. So let's get out of this. Let's stop screen sharing. Let's exit out of this. Okay. So yeah. So what is a good lead capture that they should have had on this website? Somebody tell me. And there are no right or wrong answers. I just want to give you guys my personal feedback about this. Okay. I have join newsletter for updates. Okay. Yep. Okay. Anybody else want to give me one? Okay. 50% off of that product she used. That is what I was thinking. So listen, you had millions upon millions and millions of people looking at her, right? And you had all that's a good one too, Natasha. You had all these influencers that were marketing. All I mean, just marketing like crazy, right? And here is how people operate. Majority of people, when they go to a website, they're not necessarily ready to make a purchase right now, right? Like y'all hear me. Majority of people are not ready to make a purchase right now, but they will go there. And if on that website, let me see if I can find somebody who probably has this on their website. I know, I talk about them all the time. We're gonna go to fashionnova.com. They're not my favorite place to shop, but whatever. But they do a good job with it. Okay. All right. So let's go to. I'm tapping my face because where is it? Let me see. Oh, did they get rid of it? Did Fashion Nova get rid of it? They're out there? No. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me click the button real quick. Fashion Nova, like they always have an opt-in. Let me see. I'm gonna show y'all. But again, I have not been on Fashion Nova in a long time. All right, let's just click. Okay. Typically, when you go to fashionnova.com, you got to opt in, and they'll give you a discount. But let's see who else has it. Let me see. Let's see. She. Y'all know I don't do a lot of shopping, right? So I'm like, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Let's see. Welcome to the Shein site. And you click on shop now. Okay. Where is everybody's opt-ins? I don't know where everybody's opt-ins are. Okay, let's find somebody else. Nordstrom, maybe that the U.S. changed some type of laws or something with opt-ins because I'm like, where is everybody's opt-ins? Where is everybody's opt-ins? Um, I'll just take it to my website then. I'm like, well, there's that. Okay. So when we talk about opt-ins is basically where people are able to join something. They're able to do something. So you guys are seeing my website as me logged in here. So just y'all gonna ignore a lot of stuff up there, but this is me like as if I was logged into my own website. Okay, because I'm right now I'm logged in. Okay, so when I talk about opt-ins, right? Okay, if I was selling a physical product and I was Rihanna, right? What I would have had on my website is either a pop-up that says, get 15% off my entire look from the big game, right? Get 15% off the lips that I wore during the big game, or something like that. You see what I'm saying? Because people just don't normally buy immediately. You had millions of people who went to the site, right? But we didn't capture them, right? So here's the deal. If she would have captured all of them, listen, she probably made millions of dollars in sales, right? But she could make even millions more if she captured all the traffic that came to her website, right? And by giving people 15% off your next order or whatever, right? But also, she could have an abandoned cart series. And this is the stuff people get from me when they hire me one on one or whatever. And an abandoned cart series basically is like, let's say you go to the website and you put in this lipstick, this palette, this brush, whatever, and you don't put your credit card in, but you gave me your email address. Well, you now and then you go away from the website. That's called abandoning your shopping cart. But she can have an abandoned cart series set up that goes and sends you an email and says, "Hey, we see that you were interested in this, and this. We just want to remind you that this is in your cart." And you can send a series of however many emails you want, and it reminds people to come back. But now she can't talk to anybody that came to her site that didn't buy, right? And so, and an opt-in is basically where people opt into your email list and they give you permission to send emails. They give you permission to send traffic, right? So, like on our website, you can get our TikTok templates. When you go here and you opt into 10 video templates, right? Then we're saying, hey, get this, and here's what you're gonna get with this, yada yada yada, da 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 da. And then click here, download now, right? And then now you can put in your email address to get those templates, right? But also something that Tamara had said is that she can have a quiz. What's your beauty type? What's your skin type? What's your whatever type, whatever, right? And you can have a quiz. Like we have a quiz on our website, right? And when people take this quiz, well, guess what? Now it's an opt-in to our website. So now we're going to share with them, what their social media type is, yada yada yada. But also they end up opting into our email list, right? And so that is something that Rihanna would have highly, highly benefited from if she had an opt-in on her website, but she did not have that. And listen, when you go viral, you want to have these types of things already set up. But again, you don't have to go viral in order to have success, right? You just need to like be creating content on a regular basis and giving people an opportunity to buy and opt in, right? They had it down with the buy, but what about the leads? Does all that make sense about the opt-in and the abandoned cart? Does that make sense, everybody? Let me see. Let me see. I think I missed something. I have heard of Fashion Nova before. Okay. All right. For me. Okay, girl. I'm glad to hear that. What platform can we get an abandoned cart series from? Is that Kartra? Um, we use Thrive Cart for our abandoned carts, right? And they're awesome. Like, listen, how many of you guys have like you've heard me talk about my 3-day TikTok for Business challenge, and you went to the website and you may not have joined us yet, right? But you have received an email from us saying, "Hey, we see that you're interested in the challenge." Has anybody here received an email from us because you were interested in the challenge? You haven't quite, made the purchase yet, and then our series has come back to you and said, "Hey, we just want to remind you that that you can, join our challenge." Okay, has anybody gotten that? Natasha said yes. Joka said yes. Tamara said yes. Right. That's an abandoned cart. Now, you guys may not do anything with it, but we at least want to give you the opportunity, and we give us the opportunity to be able to have you as a person on the challenge by having that type of thing set up. Does that make sense? And so that's what you want to have in place, with your business, whether you go viral or not. Right? Right? Are you streaming using StreamYard to IG? Yes. So I'm streaming right now on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok right now. Okay. But listen, this is so important. Oh, and the DMs too. That's funny. Yes. So we use an app that's called ManyChat. Okay. And listen, we have a whole programmer that handles it. I don't do any of it. And when someone is like, okay, so for example, if you're on Facebook or on Instagram, this is only for Facebook and Instagram, right? And if you type the word challenge, okay, then we're going to send you a DM that's going to give you information about our 3-day challenge. And then our system is going to follow up with you. It's going to say, hey, we just want to check and see, have you signed up for the challenge yet? Right? Why? It's through automation, right? Doesn't mean that I never talk in DM directly, especially if you're asking me a legitimate question, it's something about the challenge that the bot will handle, right? But we have those types of things set up to be able to handle and manage that. You know what I mean? Like Rihanna could have had a bot set up too, because I guarantee you, Fenty's getting DMs and all that. There's like all these opportunities, but this is what I do as a digital marketer is teaching people all this type of stuff. An influencer just mentioned it on TikTok about how someone's site didn't have that series. Yeah, it's so important for you to have these types of series. And it's not about going viral, it's about traffic. It's about like capturing the traffic you do get, right? Because listen, I would rather have, listen, any day, listen, I would rather have 1,000 people opt into my email list than 10,000 people buy and I cannot contact them again. Right? I would rather have 1,000 people opt in and I can contact them again than 10,000 that actually make a purchase that I'm actually not able to talk to again. Why? Because if I'm able to talk to you again, then I can be consultative with you. You may have made one purchase and that's it, and I can't talk to you no more. But with you, I can talk to you. There's so much that can happen between you and I. If I have access to be able to contact you. Doesn't mean I'm gonna spam you. It just means having access to you, right? And so a lot of people just are not quite thinking that way. And so people just want to focus on, I want to go viral, I want to go viral, I want to go viral. And viral is great, but it's not the best strategy because social media platforms change all the time. Facebook, Instagram, they all change all the time. But you know what does not change is my email. It does not. It doesn't. It does not change. I have access. I can communicate. I can teach. I can serve. I can ask questions. You can respond back. It's like we have a regular thing we can do on a regular basis, guaranteed. Like I have 400,000 followers on TikTok. There's not 400,000 people on this live stream. I have 24,000 people on Instagram. There's not 24,000 people here live on Instagram. I got 34,000 people connected to me on Facebook. There's not 34,000 people here. Why? Because we're not guaranteed to touch the people that choose to connect. But on email, if I send an email to 20,000 people, 20,000 people get a notification. That makes sense? Does that make sense? If that makes sense, just say that makes sense in the chat. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Yes. Awesome. Okay. So now, what I want to talk to you guys about really quickly is I want to answer some of y'all's questions. Okay. We're hosting our 3-day challenge, and I know there's a bunch of you guys that are already signed up. If you're already signed up for the challenge, just type challenge in. Don't type challenge. If you already signed up for the challenge, I want you to type me in the chat because if you type challenge, you might get that DM. Okay. But I want you to tell me, just type me if you already signed up for the challenge. If you have not signed up for the challenge, then I want to encourage you to do so. Okay. I want to encourage you to sign up for the challenge. Okay. The challenge is going to start on Monday. Okay. So it's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Every night from 4 to 5 p.m. Pacific, which is 7 to 8 Eastern time. And I'm going to be teaching you how to create content on the TikTok platform, right? From the basics to advanced strategies. So for those of you all, you're like, I already know how to create on TikTok, then each night is going to be basic to advanced, basic to advanced, basic to advanced. So new people are always going to get the basic and they go, okay, I got it. And then it's going to be advanced, right? And then night 2 is going to be basic and then advanced. And then night 3, we're going to focus on basic and also influencer marketing strategies, like all the ways that I pitch brands, right? So I just finished up my Invisalign, right? And so this is like you have to wear your retainers. How do I say this? So after you finish, you wear them again for 30 days with your permanent, no, excuse me, for 3 months. You wear your permanent retainers and just to make just to keep everything staying. So I got all the little hooks off my teeth and all that. And then this is like my permanent whole situation or whatever. Oh, and I do it for 3 months or whatever, right? So my intention is I'm gonna go and pitch Invisalign, right? I'm gonna go and say, hey, I did this. Here's my following on social media. I am an African American woman, over 41, over 40. I know that you want to hit my audience of people that are, business owners that are over 40, yada, 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 yada. Right? Would love to see how we can partner and collaborate together. They may say no, and that's okay, but they don't know that I exist if I don't reach out to them. Right? So I'm gonna reach out to them with my before and after. Right? This was me before, this was my after. And I'm gonna put a watermark over top of it. That way they can't just go and use my content without my permission. I'm just saying, and we'll see what happens. Nothing may happen. But I pitch people all the time. Like people don't really realize every time I celebrate a success, I have gotten rejected probably 100 times. Right? Every time I celebrate a success, I've gotten rejected probably 100 times. And you go, girl, you're killing it. I'm like, you don't understand what I had to talk about in my therapist's office. Because it's like it's not easy to like be someone who's always going after it and like you get all the rejection and then you finally get the win. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be teaching a lot of that on the inside of this challenge. And so I want to invite you guys to come and join us. It is next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And it's every night for 3 nights straight. Okay. It's $7. Seven, not 70, but seven. Okay. And then if you want to get access to the replays, then there is a VIP upgrade option. And if you upgrade, it's $47. You get all the recordings and you get an additional call every single night of Q&A. Because each night I teach, and then the VIPers get the additional call where you get to come on, you get to ask whatever your questions are regarding TikTok marketing and all the things, okay, during the challenge. All right. Okay. Now, any questions that I can answer here? Let me see. Questions. I don't see any questions. Let me see. I'm taking it for the third time. Yay! That's so good. Should we take advantage if we did it in the past? That's a good question. So I get that question all the time. Who did I have that just Desiree? So Tamara just taking it for the third time. Desiree, she's one of our like students we talk about all the time. This is her third time taking a challenge. And she's constantly having success. Why? Because like things change all the time. Things are always evolving all the time. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you can, I would definitely tell you to do it, Precious. Let me see. Will you be helping with hashtags? So we will be talking about hashtags on during the challenge. We won't put all of our emphasis on hashtags because like I don't want people so heavily focused on hashtags because there's so much more happening on TikTok outside of hashtags, right? There is the SEO, there is the text on screen, there's all this other stuff that is happening. Like I've been on a lot of webinars with TikTok. I think I have one today. Do I have one today? Let me see. No, I had one yesterday with TikTok, and then I have another one on Wednesday. And so I've been on all these teaching webinars with TikTok, and the more that I'm learning, I'm like, wait a minute, what we thought is okay. Some of the stuff that we think is not it, and I'm like, so we're like on Saturday, I'm going to be in my office all day re-recording my entire mastermind course because I'm like, I've got to put all this stuff that TikTok is teaching me, like not just like being on the app, but like TikTok is teaching me. We're like revamping that to go into my mastermind, and I'm going to be here all day Saturday recording and putting all that stuff in there. So there's so much more to TikTok than just hashtags, but we will go over it. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, I think I see people signing up for the challenge. Congratulations. There's some business names. Congratulations on signing up for the challenge. I get notifications from PayPal on my Apple Watch. I like those notifications. I'm always like, hey. So congratulations on signing up for the challenge. Okay. Where do you like shopping online for clothes? Me personally, I have been, some y'all gonna be mad about this. It's okay. Lately, I have been shopping a lot on Shein, SEHIN. And the reason I've been doing that is because last year and this year, I decided to go on a journey of learning fashion, like I've just not known how to be fashionable. It's just not a thing, right? And people don't realize that, but I'm like, I'm constantly saying it. And so in order for me to like be able to try a lot of different things, I want to be able to invest in a lot of things and go, ooh, I like that. No, I don't like that. Ooh, I like that. No, I don't like that. Right. Instead of me spending all of my money at like, a physical store or whatever, I'm able to get things that are a little bit cheaper. And I can go, okay, I like this. I don't like that. I like this. I don't like that. So then when I go to invest in a more high end piece, I know what I like because of all this stuff over here. Does that make sense? So like these necklaces here are from Shein. This, earrings are from Shein, and I'm like learning like all this stuff. So that's kind of what I've been doing lately. But I know some people are like anti, and I get it. I get it. 100%. This is just where I am. Me too. You explore fashion as a grown woman. Exactly. We're like grown. So I'm like, this is where we are. Okay. All right, guys. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna let you guys go for the day. I'm gonna go and like do a bunch of things my team need for me. I gotta record some podcasts and some videos for some stuff that we're doing. I can't remember what it is, but it's on my list of things to do. But I hope you guys join us for the challenge. Again, it is going to be on Monday of next week. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, every single night from 4 to 5 Pacific, which is 7 to 8 Eastern time. Okay. All right, guys, let me let you guys go. And there's a link there, kiakelly.com/challenge. And the links are in all of my bios. Okay. All right, guys. Let's see you all next time. Bye.